Okay, just a quick one today. Don't have the teardown video for this, but this was a gas stove. I went in and pulled all of the cast aluminum, aluminum pipe, wiring. I've got one little motor in here, the circuit board and whatnot. So I'll finish taking this apart right now. So on this guy, it looks like we got a little piece of brass here for the nozzle and some aluminum on it. So I'll be able to pull that little bit of aluminum out. And is this steel? Yeah, the nut itself is steel. Oh, I almost feel like I need to get my... Get this wire out of here next. And the starter looks like it's just pressed in somehow. So now we got clean aluminum. Get this wiring harness out of the way. Make it where we can see what we're working on a little better. Turn off all the brass ends and connectors here. Try and make this a quick video. That's wireless. And these are the controls for the individual burners. the wires are here. There's a decent amount of wire in these, but I'm not going to worry about stripping all this right now. So we'll go in our 2 liter buckets. Take one apart. This is a large one. Brass connectors. It says a little bit of steel on it. So what's in here? Springs. Some kind of valve. And it looks to be some kind of rubber gasket in there. It's not wanting to budge. Almost get it out. It's not wanting to release very well. It looks like we got a couple more screws here. Oh crap, I'll strip that guy out. Let's see. Just enough. Some kind of little electric valve there. The rest of that should be pretty much clean aluminum. Now these I'm going to need to get off these guys, and if I just slip the pipe at all, it won't come off. So I'll have to do that later. But we got aluminum and brass. That is all clean aluminum. Just got a little piece of plastic in here. It looks like that. Let's come off first. Just need to remove this little piece of plastic for it to be clean. Now we're about there. We do have a couple, what appear, this is a resin encased item. It's got a bunch of circuit wires going to it. So, don't know exactly what's in there, but we'll have to come back to it later. It's got a little bit of brass for the connectors, and that's one of those items that we'll have to burn out. 120 volt, 50 to 80 hertz. Don't know exactly what that is. The burners are all cast aluminum, so we do have those. Small motor mount for the fan motor that was at the back of the oven. And like I mentioned the other day, that looks like a bronze bushing, and it's non-magnetic, so I guess that is a bronze bushing. These guys look like they can be taken apart. There's definitely some steel in it, probably just the. That is, that way. Almost too big. Almost too small. That one fits. I can tell we had a spring in there. Okay, that's all. Now, but we got a little brass screw in here. Doesn't seem to be coming out even though I'm turning it. Don't know how that comes apart. We'll just keep it as brass aluminum for now. This has got to have some kind of a switch in it for igniting the burner. This is the one that fit a minute ago, now it doesn't fit. That's the head. Phillips. Frustrating. That must be the one for the other burner, the center burner. Nope. Okay, I think I'll go and get the correct screwdriver. We'll do that in a minute. Where'd I put my boxing wrench? There it is. About 3 seconds. Oh, come on. We can get these brass knobs off quickly. Should be 3 of them left. I got that one off. Here. One here. One here. Take the wrong thing back to my box. Okay, okay. Aluminum pipe. I don't want much. So we clean this guy up. This is now clean aluminum. Got another big piece here with another piece of brass on it. This one has a couple warnings on it as well. So with the stove, you're going to wind up with a lot of, well, I shouldn't say a lot of brass. You're going to wind up with a little bit of brass, a little bit of aluminum, and a little bit of copper. You're not supposed to have a flat igniter. Do not alter electrical connections. Don't know what the heck these things are, other than some kind of a capacitor or flow regulator or something. I have no idea. So that piece aside, the circuit board for the display. It's got a dual layer circuit board here. So we got one board here with just the transformer on it. Looks like a couple relays, these may be smaller relays, one little chip, a couple capacitors and other items on it, transistors. Where's my big screwdriver? Right in front of me. That's that board. Mostly steel in that transformer. Secondary board, or second board on here, which is the display board. Has a few more flat packs and chips on it. It's also got the little alarm on it. And the display on it, which is probably an LCD display out there. One MOSFET on the end. That's about it. Most of these are surface mount capacitors and resistors. So two little circuit boards. This one we'll take apart for the copper. This is plastic, and one little. This is a Mylar that may have silver in it for the contacts on it. So we'll keep that for now. Some kind of little switch from in there. Don't know what it is. We shall find out later. Some kind of a little light. Light and a resistor, that's all I can see in there. That's aluminum. A little bit of plastic on it. That's steel. Small motor from the fan at the back of the oven. So we'll take this apart for the copper in it and get these large chunks as well as the winding. And we got this little motor here. Not sure what this is for. It does have a switch on here as well, which will have some silver contacts in it most likely. All that's going to be, all this is riveted together. Can't take it apart, you rip it apart. That's just a piece of plastic. This motor is also just riveted to the back of this thing. goes. Tiny little motor. Steel, bunch of little plastic wheels. That should pop out of there. Steel. And a spool of copper. Steel and a magnet. So we got one more spool of copper, 2 more spools of copper, and the wiring. That's all the copper we get out of this. The brass. We'll have some end pieces off of these. A couple of the end pieces are brass. Some of them are steel. These are steel. Yep, those are steel. And then we'll take it apart further. Switch. I don't think the igniters are going to be forthcoming with anything really. That's got brass in it. And while I was taking it apart, I found there were 5. I've only got 3 of them here now. The brass screws holding things together. They are non-magnetic. I've already tested them. Got a little bit of steel on it. So that's what we come away with mainly. Is the little pile of brass connectors and clean brass connectors. One other little kind of a that actually came out of that other thing. It's got a brass rod in it, it looks like, so we'll try and get that out. It just looks like it's pinned in there. Some aluminum that we need to clean up. It's got steel parts on it. Some cast aluminum, tiny little bit of steel left over, and like I said, the copper from the 3 motors, or the 2 motors in the transformer, and the switches, or the not switches, the relays. I'm fairly sure those are all relays. Let's have one little look. White one I'm almost positive is yep, definitely a relay. There's our silver contact. The smaller ones got a fill in there also. Chance they could be a capacitor, but I don't think so. Relays. So I have a small spool of copper in each of these also. This one as well. There's that one. So a little more copper. I'll come down and scrap all this out, micro scrap it all later. Have a good one.